What how's everybody doing today? I want to give you a little update. Today I'm going to be going to do some more videoing, more First Amendment activity. But I want to talk to you guys about why it's been a little bit since I've been live or I've been on YouTube in general. Sorry, I get my phone set up here. Um, in what's been going on with Bucket Boy News 401. So what's been going on with me is I've been doing a lot. I really have, but that's besides the fact. Um, damn. Damn it. There we go. That's besides the fact. What's going on is, yeah, I'm homeless still. I'm still homeless. As you guys probably knew from my old channel, I'm still homeless. Okay? Um, but what's really going on is my father making it hard. My father's was abusive to me all my life, verbally, physically, you name it. Paul Hong the third. So this week alone, he tried playing me. He tried playing me. He tells me I could go pitch a tent in his backyard and whatnot, and I was gonna be able to do it on Sunday, right? I was gonna be able to do it on Sunday, and well, he tried taking that privilege away from me. And the reason he won't let me be in the house and sleep is because I supposedly, well, I did. I'm not gonna lie, I did call his jobs that he worked for to try getting him fired. Why? Because he would come chase me down the street, swing on me, abuse me physically, abuse me verbally, cause me more trauma, so on and so forth. And I wasn't having that. I really wasn't. Just a couple weeks ago, I found out by my father that it was his idea when it came to having me arrested for domestic violence to get me out of the house faster than it would to get me out of the house for the eviction process. And I found out by my mom that it was way before I did what I did to him. Way before I called Gem Plumbing that he worked for at the time. Way before I called Temco that he works for now. That the false domestic violence charge being placed against me just to get me out of the house faster than the eviction process would have been was done to me way before I did what I did to him. So now he's trying to tell me, oh, you're never going to be able to live in this house ever again after you try to cost me my life. So when I found that out 2 weeks ago that it was his idea to do what he was being done by getting me out of the house faster, by getting me charged with domestic violence, then it would have been going through the eviction process, because the eviction process takes some time. I said to him in text, I said, you never do anything wrong. How's it okay for one to try destroying somebody's life, but somebody's not destroying yours? I said, I got proof that it was done to me way before I did what I did to you. But it was okay for it to be done to me because I don't have nothing to lose, quote unquote. But you have a house to lose, you have this to lose, you have that to lose. Oh, so because I'm freaking poor, got nothing in my name, I got no assets, I got nothing like that. It's all okay to be done to me? So what's good for the goose is good for the gander? What comes around goes around with a hula hoop, baby. Treat others the way you want to be treated, baby. That's what's been going on for me. Today, I will be doing some videos. I'll be recording from public property and see how that goes. to see if I can turn it into audits. I might do it live on YouTube. Or I might just do still video. I'm trying to think. That's what's been going on with me. My dad can do whatever he wants to somebody. But once it's done back to him, it's always a big ass problem. Like somebody told me in the family too that he's a control freak. All he wants is to be in control. That's why he's doing what he's doing to me. It's a control thing. It's all because he wants to be controlling. So again, let me recap what's been going on with me. I will be doing videos today. Making some videos today. What's been going on with me though, as I found out 2 weeks ago, way before I did what I did to my father, that he tried jeopardizing my life. 5 years ago. He tried jeopardizing my life. About five and a half years ago. By having me falsely arrested for domestic violence charges, just to get me out of the house faster than the eviction process would have taken. He admitted that to me 2 weeks ago. So I got told by somebody in my family that he tried jeopardizing my life way before I tried jeopardizing his life. When he was working for Gem Plumbing, I called him to Gem Plumbing and filed a false complaint against him. When it comes to Temco, I filed a false complaint against him. He had a truck here in the yard that I supposedly called the city on. Yeah, me. No proof. I provided proof that it wasn't me many times through city records. But it still was me. But all because it was unregistered, it had to get taken out of the yard. That was me. When I had plenty of proof showing from City Hall that it wasn't. And I laid it all on the table and it still wasn't good enough. Why? Because everything that's done to him is always because of me. He wants to keep an unregistered vehicle in the yard. That's my fault that I got told it needs to go. When I could prove that I didn't call City Hall. Is City Hall telling me, no, it wasn't you that called, but we can't release who it called because they want to remain anonymous. I said, but the name wasn't Brandon Hong. She goes, no, the name was not Brandon Hong, but we cannot release the name. It's how controlling and abusive my father is. The other day, I had to use the bathroom. I was at his house. I had to use the bathroom. My mom asked, can you come in and use the bathroom real quick? This is the night before last night. No, it starts yelling at her. Literally, starts yelling at her. No, you cannot fucking use the fucking bathroom. So, I ended up having an accident. I had to use the hose in the backyard to rinse my clothes off, and I think I had another pair of clothes in my backpack. Because I'll be honest, I shit myself. I had to go to the bathroom. He wouldn't want me to go to the bathroom, and it was already getting too late at that point because the fart led right to the shit. I'm not gonna lie. And then yesterday, he texts my mom and says, "Oh, I only have 2 stops left at work. Make sure Brandon's done showering before I get there, please, so I can jump right in the shower." Oh, but the night before yesterday, I couldn't even use the bathroom to take a shit. But yesterday morning, you texted my mother saying I could take a shower? These are the head games he plays. This is the abuse I take from Paul Hong III, who works for Temco. It's a company through Home Depot But until next time, y'all, one love. God bless. Stay safe. Peace.